You see, the problem with the church today in the world is this: the world and the church think that they can hold hands with Satan and still hold hands with God. That's impossible. The Bible says this: you cannot drink of the cup of the Lord's and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the table of devils. You need to forsake the world and turn to Christ. Because I'm going to tell you something: if you try to hold hands with the world and with Christ, the world's going to pull you away from Christ, and that's the truth. And I'm here to tell you that. There is a spiritual blindness in our nation. And we seem to not understand that. We seem to not understand what's going on in our country. (9/11), 3,000 Americans lost their lives to the religion of Islam, and now we welcome it and say it's a religion of peace. How could we forget what Islam has done? 3,000 Americans lost their lives on 9/11, and now we allow Islam to be taught in our schools and say it's a religion of peace. It's not a religion of peace. Ask the soldiers who's gone to war and dealt with the jihads. Islam is not a religion of peace, and yet we welcome him. We welcome Islam over here. We have Islamic congresswomen who are anti-Semitic who say Israel's an enemy. And we say they're a religion of peace. If you want to know what Islam does, look at the women who suffer in those countries where they're treated as second-class citizens. If they don't do what their husband says, they can take them out in the street and beat them to death. And you're going to tell me that Islam is a religion of peace. And yet Americans seem to be too stupid to understand that it's not. And yet we welcome it over here.
America is stupid, guy. Come on, wake up.
America needs to wake up. Are you born?